Action.
Life with Steve Stanulis.
Welcome to the Life of Steve Stanulis. I have a great co-host today, Calo, filling in for Mr. J. Benjamin, who I still miss and love, but you're much sexier than J. Benjamin. So J. Benjamin. Oh, you're kidding. Yeah?
You know, it's a real honor.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thanks. Everyone is 50,000 people watching you. How do you feel? Are you nervous? You sweating?
I'm excited. I want to get the show popping.
We have a great show tonight. We have a lot of great guests.
I know.
But
you always have great guests.
Well, we do. We actually.
I mean, of course, you have great hosts.
Well, now we have a great host. But the whole thing is, like I said, the reason why I love doing this show, it gives artists a platform to show their stuff. And where do I sign up to do that? You know what I mean?
No, it's a perfect. It's a great opportunity.
Yes. But before we get started, it is Magic Mike Week, as you know, and that's why I'm sporting a Magic Mike shirt. I promised when I was going to do it. My boy, Channing Tatum.
I can't wait.
It starts tomorrow. Matthew McConaughey. I don't find him sexy.
I know.
You know, but if I had a man crush, it would be on Channing Tatum, I think.
I mean, come on. Look at him.
Yeah, I know.
That's a dream boy right there.
Yeah, he is I don't know if he's my dream boy, but it's funny we were talking about Magic Mike because, do you mind putting up that piece of paper?
What? You were.
Today in the Staten Island Advance, Strip to Play.
You were a stripper.
I was a stripper, yes.
A sexy stripper.
A sexy stripper.
And you were a cop.
And I was a cop too. Well, yes, see that? And if I don't know if Ed's got that whole thing up right now, but if you can see it in the crowd, you can see what's happening. But yes, so Strip to Play, we have one of our main members from Strip to Play coming out in a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe you could get him, force him to take his shirt off.
Why not throw some dollars?
You're going to throw some dollars?
I'm going to throw some dollars.
All right, you heard it right here from Raquel. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. We're in the life with Steve Stanulis. We'll be right back. But right now, without further ado, we're going to bring out our first guest from Strip to Play, one of the hottest off-Broadway plays right now in New York City. Did you see it yet?
No.
You better come check it out.
I want to.
All right.
I just hope my boyfriend doesn't get mad.
Why would he get mad? It's a play.
Yeah, but when I'm get overly excited.
Well, then now you go home and you can fuck him.
That's true.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're going to bring him out. He plays the Black Mamba in Strip to Play. Let's get up for the one and the only, Mr. Mike Turner. What's going on?
Hanging.
So what's happening?
Staying busy.
Yes, what's going on since this whole Strip to Play happened?
I was listening to that with, what is it, Channing Tatum?
Yeah, she's saying that backwards. Tatum, Channing, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just hot. The only reason why I should know his last name is if he marries me, you know? Then I'll pronounce his whole name correctly.
Yeah. Well, there you go. She's working on it. She's making a pitch to put that. So what's been going on since Strip? So talk to me about the play. What's been happening?
We've been promoting it like crazy.
It's not really good.
Yeah, it's doing really well. It's doing really well. Good reviews.
Yes.
People are really receptive to it. It's really fun. I'm having a great time doing it. The cast is incredible. You're actually pretty good.
Well, I try. But what?
Policy.
Well, no. Well, he's doing it. You know, he's got to. I'm the producer, so it makes it no.
He's the man.
But so just tell everybody out there the whole. Again, we touched on this in the past, but go through the whole process from beginning to the end. How you started getting involved with the whole strip play and you know the whole audition process. What you had to do.
Right. Well, I had gotten a call from the producers, along with yourself, about possibly at least giving it a shot. I didn't have the part yet, although I thought I did, but I didn't. There were a few people that were auditioning.
Well, you appreciate it more than you earned it.
I do. I do appreciate it. It was great. So the process was pretty cool. I actually had to come in maybe I want to say 3 or 4 times.
Really? 4 times?
Yeah. I don't know why it took. You know, should go after one, right?
Well, you know what it is. Again, this is probably the hardest in the cast because you know not only are you have to be a good actor in this because you know you have a 12-page monologue,
Which have a confidence.
but you have to look like you're a stripper and you have to be able to dance.
Right.
So you know, so it was a tough process, but
Right. I mean, I have a dancer's background, and I was involved in stripping, but the process, you know, had a lot more in it than I thought. You know, I'd come in thinking I got.
well, let's start. What was the main difference from doing a male strip show to doing strip to play?
Honestly, I really didn't. You know, when you're dancing and it's a male review, you don't have to exactly get all personal. This play actually opens up the door for the people to kind of come in. You know, you get asked a lot of questions as a dancer, and this play actually does a really good job at answering a lot of questions that people may have had.
Right.
A lot of women, even guys, you know, touching on things from sexuality to, you know, personal problems with relationships and things like that. So it does a really good job of opening up the door. Absolutely, and we break the fourth wall. So it's like we deal in the audience and there's a lot of crowd participation. So it's not.
Now, when you said breaking the fourth wall for everybody that's watching and they don't know what it is, they're not an actor per se, but
Right.
What is breaking the fourth wall and what makes it so difficult?
Breaking the fourth wall, I mean, it's kind of like basically involving the audience and going beyond, you know, the 3 of us, say, if we're doing a particular scene, we can do our scene, shoot our lines back and forth. But this actually, I can honestly leave him and kind of go into the audience and deal with the audience.
Like the audience is involved.
Absolutely, and bring them into my work.
I'm definitely gonna.
Absolutely. Crowd participation. I may even ask someone a question, and sometimes it works out. You'd be surprised at some of the responses you get from. So, yeah.
Now, have you ever, breaking the fourth wall, explain to everybody what happens when you say something and somebody in the crowd responds? Because that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does. Sometimes people get really involved with what you're saying.
Yeah, people can get really involved, and you still want to keep your concentration. And but I don't mind actually. It's actually pretty cool because when someone maybe shouts out something or
Like names, like what's something that they would shout out like.
Well, a lot of take it off, but
of course not.
You know, it's just when you say certain things. You know, he has an actual part in the play where
I'm sure you get a lot of responses on like penis sizes and. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you mean about penis size?
Like, you know, the guys up there talking about, you know, how big your penis is, you know.
Well, you know what, my character.
Well, it's funny you know what's funny because you don't even know. It's funny you say that because Mike's character.
My character is actually, not to give it away. Well, he's coming up short.
Okay.
In a lot of ways, but you know, he's just dealing with. You know, my particular issue has a lot to do with body image and what I would like to present or eventually be able to present to my audience. So we definitely touch on that. So it's actually
it sounds like you're gonna touch on that, so.
Well, you know. But I will say I am just acting. So when I go see, just let everyone.
He is in that. He's just.
I'm acting and I'm playing a part, but it's a fun part, and it was really
well done. Right?
Absolutely, I want to make that clear because hey,
it's not the size of the boat.
No, it's how you.
Motion in motion. I try to say
how you rock the boat.
It's like when they say more than a handful is wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
Women, right?
More than a handful.
More than a handful is
I
wasted.
don't know.
Well, I might extra either, but I'm just trying to, you know. But yeah, so
as long as I get my handful, that's good.
The hell did I walk out on it?
So now since, like, just tell everybody, now obviously we're stripped, obviously we're doing well, and we're going to Vegas and doing all that stuff,
Right.
but we've also been accepted into a prestigious festival. So
Right, the
just tell-
strawberry, am I saying that right?
The strawberry, yes.
The Strawberry Festival. I'm actually really excited about that. It's a really cool competition.
Where's that?
The night itself is great, but the address is really
It's at the Ryan Theater.
Wow.
Well, we have August 4th and August 9th.
Right.
But it legitimizes Strip from taking this into a real play, which is awesome, because
Wow,
it just makes
that
it
is awesome.
legitimate.
Absolutely, it's going to be a good time. You know, I'm having a really great time with the cast, and you know, everyone's. It really has become somewhat of a family unit. For the most part, I mean,
There's more fighting.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
do more
family,
fighting
though.
I do with my wife.
we
for this
fight,
stuff.
though, we fight, but you know, we get it together and we make it happen. But I'm having a great time with the cast.
Man, that must be good because
It's like 4 bitches.
Like, let me tell you,
Yeah.
if I was your wife and you know you were arguing with them more than me, I'd be like, thank God,
Well,
thank
you know,
God
that's-
it's not me.
But you know what? It's kind of how the dancing world is sometimes. Sometimes it's a lot of bitching.
Boy,
Oh yeah,
we
absolutely.
fight over a lot of
In the
minutes.
girl world, there's a lot of
Yeah,
that.
well, you know, you'd be surprised at how much goes on behind the scenes.
It's
Yeah.
funny because sometimes there's nights where there's 1 or 2 guys in the cast I don't even want to talk to, and it's just funny because I don't speak to them all backstage,
You have to be in the dressing room.
and we're hanging out. I don't even look at them because I can't stand them.
You get past it though. 'cause
And then
everyone's
we go on
dressed.
stage, it's like, hey, you know, hey, Julio. That's just the way it works.
No, but it's a
No, I'm just using Julio as an example.
it's a good vibe, you
I'm
know.
kidding,
and we get along. Julio, we love you.
We love you. We love
Julio,
you.
we love you. Great cast member.
Yes, he is.
But you know, everyone. I'm learning a lot from as well. So you know, we have some seasoned actors, people that have been in the business far longer than I have.
So now, is this your first like besides because you always dance? You said you've always.
Well, no. Well, I do dance, and as far as actual play, this
Right.
is my first production as a play.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a little television and a little bit of film,
Alright.
and you know, I'm still learning all the way. But
This
I'm
is
having
like
a great
perfect
time.
for you right here.
It is. This
cool.
was a great opportunity. I was blessed with it. I really was. When the opportunity came, and I was chosen for the part, I was just at.
And equity,
Yes.
equity, now you're
You know,
equity.
where we got to do the union thing, so it's a lot of fun. It's a nice ride so far. It's
And
great.
2 other quick questions that we have to speak about.
Please.
Changing the subject. Going back to dancing.
Yes.
What is the craziest thing that ever happened to you at a masjid? And the second question is that I always gotta ask myself
we could talk about
is
it.
how come when you dance you don't get hard?
How come?
When you're dancing you don't get a hard on? Those are the 2 number
Well,
one questions I've ever been asked.
I don't know if I have any seriously crazy stories other than sometimes girls trying to sneak into the back room or being there.
That never
when you
happens.
Get there.
Girls never try to sneak in the back. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's never happened to Steve, but it has happened to me. And
Lisa,
you
no.
kind of walk into your dressing room and someone's there already.
Well, if they appear there,
Trying to
I
help
don't, right.
you
I
get
can't
undressed.
control that. It doesn't.
No, not at all, not at all.
No.
We cleared it out. Security.
Security.
I kind of have a dirty question.
Like, give him one dirty question.
I'm like semi-retired though.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
But
What
I
happened?
need one dirty question for Raquel.
What happens if like the girl smells?
That's really dirty.
It's
No,
That's
like-
actually a question.
Yeah,
I
like
get that a
smells
lot.
down there, like
Well,
how do you continue? How do you continue on like that?
Yeah,
Like,
the show
how
must go
would you
on.
wanna-
you gotta hold your breath.
I give a lot to the strip. That's why I
Is
have to
this
give
really
it to
happening?
strippers.
There's
Like,
45,000 people listening.
Honestly, no, seriously though. I don't personally. I can't speak for every dancer because every dancer has their own thing. But I don't personally touch the girls in certain ways.
Right.
If I look like I am touching you, say,
Okay.
in a certain way, which should be fun. If I look like that though,
So you
and
know,
your girls, no, you.
I think you should
If
show.
your
I
girls
think
think
you
that I'm touching you,
You wanna show me?
special
You
way,
wanna
then I'm
show
doing
me?
my job.
Alright.
No, I'm good. I don't go far, you know. I just don't want anyone
Right.
feeling uncomfortable or anything like that because
Like
some
I'm
people aren't
feel?
susceptible to dances. I just don't like to. I don't force it. So, as far as someone smelling bad, that has happened.
So see, it
lot.
wasn't a bad question. I was just
Yeah.
Oh, but if you hear something like dirty and cool, you hear
No.
something kind
But
of.
I actually did have something.
Yeah.
Really good.
But I don't know. You get just close enough, you gotta turn your head and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I don't put my mouth on anybody.
Yeah,
or anything
yeah.
like that. So, yeah.
I got you. So before we let you go, Mike, let's tell everybody out in the crowd right now, they're watching, how they can find you. Do we have a Facebook or Twitter up for Mike? Or
No.
Wait, but I'm pretty sure there's girls out there that want to see his physique, like a sneak preview of like.
Well, you know what you do? You come to the show.
That's right, Rock.
Because
I'm not going to make our next female guest take her shirt off, so why would Mike have to do that?
Exactly, and we want to be fair.
Absolutely.
But I have equal opportunities.
So, I got you. But
hi, Sam.
I do not have a Facebook at this time, but I'm working on it.
Oh, so you don't? I thought you were just not my friend.
I'm one of the 4 people in
the planet?
Yeah.
Or don't tweet or anything?
I don't tweet. I don't really even know how to do all that. What is that really?
I don't know.
I'm just far behind.
That's okay. We'll catch up now.
But you can definitely see me on stripperplay.com.
Yes, you can.
The Facebook, like us
Yes.
on Facebook.
Yes.
It's an awesome play. Come check it out. You'll love it. I
Yes.
think you're gonna really enjoy it.
I will.
It's not just a strip show though. I swear,
Yeah.
it's a good date night.
I mean, couples come. Sammy can come.
No,
It's not like we get married.
we're gonna go. We're definitely gonna go.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome.
I'm excited.
Mike, you gonna hang out till the end?
I am.
All right.
That's right.
We'll be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds with In the Life of Steve Stanulis.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. He's not scandalous or frivolous. He's just fabulous. He's Steve Stanulis. In the life with 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 Steve Stanulis. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break. Put him on your list. Don't you ever miss In the Life with Steve Stanulis. All the ladies dig, all the fellas know. Every Thursday night there's only one place to go. In the Life with Steve Stanulis. 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 We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back. We're taking a break, but we'll be right back.
How was you feeling your first interview?
That was awesome. I'm
Nice.
looking forward to the show.
It's not too bad, you know, being a female.
Mm-hmm.
Your first interview ever.
With a stripper.
A stripper.
A male stripper.
Male stripper.
But he was more than that. He was an actor.
No. He's awesome, and he's an
Yeah,
actor.
more than
And
that.
what I'm saying is, I wish where do I sign on to have my first interview with some female hot
What?
chick?
Thanks.
Well, not you. If I had to interview a female, you know. So, but yeah, I think you did a good job. You're
No,
very
it's great.
natural.
Thank Thank you.
Very natural.
You know, it's all because I'm with a good.
It just is. It's the vibe.
Yeah, it's the vibes. I feel like I know you for like forever.
Fine, we just met.
You know, I just met you outside.
Outside, I just brought you in from the street.
Thank God, I was bored.
And
It was hot out there.
It was hot. It's hot today.
At least like keep me somewhere air conditioned.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But we're gonna keep the show rolling right now.
Right. No, that's awesome. It was great. You know.
Are you gonna see the show?
The strawberry.
The Strawberry Festival.
Strawberry Festival.
You gonna see it?
Yep, I'm gonna see it.
Sammy,
I'm gonna bring my boyfriend. We're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, he can't get mad.
No, not at all. He's not like that anymore.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll straighten Sammy. We'll talk.
Yeah. Maybe we'll bring a guy home.
Maybe we'll bring a guy home. Well,
No.
that's for another. We'll
Well,
talk.
no.
That's another show. That's another show. What, are you ready for our next guest?
I'm excited.
Yes.
I wanna be
Moving on to the next guest.
Yes.
This next guest is a singer-songwriter, and we're gonna interview her. Maybe we can get her to do a lot of acapella.
Very beautiful singing songwriter.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Not only acapella, but without music.
That's awesome. That's talent.
Is that this thing on?
Yes.
Let's get it up for our next guest. Let's hear it for the one and only Krista. What's happening? Watch my Magic Mike shirt. How's that? Good to see you. How's everything? Thanks for coming. What have you been up to?
Nothing much, just hanging out.
Hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Congratulations on all
Well,
the
thank you
success
very
of the
much.
show.
Thank you, yeah.
I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
Definitely going. I'm amped
It might be a
already.
ladies' night out.
Let's make
Yeah.
a ladies'
Let's
night
do
out.
it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? What the hell, right? It's a ladies' night. It's a night out with your friends.
Yeah.
Go out to eat, go to catch a play. It makes a night out of it.
No, that's all. Honestly, I've never even knew a show like that existed over here. So
See that? And now you do.
now I'm working with one of
Now
the
you
main
work-
characters.
There you go. The gay character. But anyway, moving on to you.
Okay.
What's going on here?
That's
Did that hurt?
Yes.
Did it hurt? That one I had to hurt because you have no like meat there, right?
It's all bone.
It's all bone.
Yes. So-
What made you like kind of say, hey, I want to grow a star on my foot?
She's a star.
Well, I mean, besides that. what
Well,
did you
I
say?
love stars.
Okay.
And I feel like if you put positive energy around you, it'll come to
That's
you.
true.
Hopefully.
That's true.
And my father is going to kill me for saying this, but I did this at like 3:30 in the morning in the back of a hair salon.
Nice.
Like,
Dad, no,
The back of
my
the hair
girl,
salon?
yeah.
She's only kidding.
Get out of here.
My girlfriend's friend
Yeah, hair
tattooed and
salon.
he had a little spot, and at night, after the salon was
That
closed.
was like when it was illegal to get
Yeah.
tattoos and shit.
Well, I did it when I was of age.
Oh, okay.
But still, it wasn't, too
Very
sanitary. But I'm very spontaneous and I love tattoos.
Yeah.
And I love
How many tattoos do you have?
10.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
This is my newest one.
What does that say?
It says inspire.
That's
I like
cool.
that.
But it's very inspirational.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, and it's like my mic hand.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's-
So when you say, right,
The
that's
tattoo
cool.
artist I thought was gonna have a heart attack because it took like 45 minutes to put it in the right spot. She must have did
Did
like
that
4
looks like
different
it would hurt
pencils.
too.
It did.
I was
It
like,
did,
did you have to like
Yes.
stand?
And it took
Yeah.
like the sensation out of my hand for like 5 hours.
Really?
Yes, because it was in like a weird position and I was so like anal about where I wanted
Right,
it
right,
and
right.
how I didn't want it to, I couldn't move.
Now, they usually say that once you get your first tattoo, it comes like you have to get
An
more.
addiction.
Yes.
It's like an addiction.
I am addicted.
Are you really?
Yes.
Do you have any inappropriate places or?
I have one on like my lower stomach, but, and then I have my
No,
right
Dad.
side.
That's what I want to know, Dad. I'm just kind of.
Well, he has one. I'm trying to push him to get another one. It's
Oh, is
like
it?
green, like when the old timers have like
Yes.
black tattoos.
That's
It's
why I would
very
never
green.
get color because you see like the sailors from like 1930.
That's what he has.
It's just like a block of ink.
He has a pigeon. My grandpa
Right.
used to fly pigeons.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like I said, if I would get, about 4 times I've gone,
okay.
ready to sit down, and then I'm like, am I gonna want this in 20
You
years?
have to be very hooked and like positive about what you're putting in. It has to mean something to you.
It's gotta mean
Every
something.
one of them
So you
means
don't get
something
tired.
to
Yeah.
me.
I was thinking like a little rose here. Would that be weird?
No,
No, I'm
that's not
joking.
it. That's not the one.
No, it's not the one.
It's
You
the
really think
next
that's
one.
badass? A little rose?
Mhm.
Maybe some petals? Like this big maybe, like here? No. Alright.
I feel like a teddy bear like that.
Yeah, something like that. So what's been on with you? What's happening?
Nothing, just trying to promote my music.
So tell us about that a little bit.
I've been singing and writing since I was probably like 5 years old. Since
Okay.
I was able to write, and you could ask any of my girlfriends, like we used to hang out like on corners and stuff and like walk up and down the streets, like 'cause you're like 10, 12, right?
Sure.
And just sing records, sing songs that I
Now,
write.
when you grew up, who was like who were your
Mariah
inspirations?
Carey.
Oh,
I used to mimic her, and Madonna.
Okay.
And a lot of Paula Abdul.
Oh, I do.
And
Straight up now, tell me.
Take that. Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
Oh my gosh.
Rush, hush, hurry, hurry, love that.
I'm like an 80s baby at heart. And I'm so excited that the fashion trend came back to like neons and all
Yes,
kinds of 80s
right?
stuff.
Especially in the summertime. Neon looks great.
I know.
I'm actually wearing a boat neck shirts again. Kidding. Anyway, is this on? So anyway,
you really are a stripper then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my little fag bag and start walking around again like the 80s. But so yeah, so
They
growing
actually
up,
came out with new ones.
they
Fag
came back.
bags.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, they're like trendy.
As long as parachute pants don't come back, I'm okay.
They
Oh
did.
my goodness, they did.
Yes, girls are wearing them all over.
Oh, girls, not guys.
No, please
I-
don't.
I
My
re-
feet have reached.
Oh my god. I remember like I thought I was the coolest guy of all time. I used to have like the striped sham shirt. You know, like the muscle striped sham shirt. Meanwhile I had no like it was like this. And parachute pants. And I thought I was like, you
I wanted
know.
them so bad, and I got like candy ones from my older cousins. And I was like, oh my god! Finally, I got a pair when like the trend was over.
Right. And then I went to the Cavalricci's. But you had to wear your boots outside of your pants. That used to be the trend. And then I used to have the turtleneck with the cardigan and the chain.
We should have a picture of it.
I know, it was
Yeah,
scary.
Flashback.
Hey, do you have that picture? Well, but anyway,
Next week.
next week. So,
So I've been singing basically my whole life.
Okay.
I started singing in church
Okay.
first, and I got asked to audition for like a chamber choir, which is
Oh.
like a more professional setting for young people to sing in choirs.
okay.
And I made it. And when they asked us to do a production of The Lion King and like all kinds of Disney movies, I tried to audition for one of the parts, and that's when I realized that I wanted to sing because another girl got the part, and I was so upset
Oh,
because,
wow.
but I never ever auditioned for anything like that before in my life.
Right.
And our music teacher, he was like, I can't believe you can actually sing.
Right.
So I was like, okay. So ever since then, I've been trying to pursue my singing my whole life.
Right.
But my family, I'm Italian and Irish.
Right.
And my father's very stern when it comes to, you have to go to school, you have to have a career and stuff. So I have a master's degree, and I did everything correctly. I'm a teacher.
Right.
And
Well, we're going to talk about that too, but middle class family in Staten Island. My dad was a cop. You know, it's like, you want to be an actor, great. On your own time, first of all,
Right.
get a job, worry about, getting grades, go to school. That's for dreamers. And, and sometimes, because sometimes I usually ask every artist that comes up here, only because I didn't have, I love my parents and they're great, now they're happy what I'm doing, but growing up I didn't have that. It's like, that's unattainable. You have to do this. So I always ask every artist, did they get their support from their parents? So that's funny you said, you're from?
I'm from Yonkers.
Yonkers.
Mhm.
Yonkers originally, okay.
And I do. My mom is like,
It's an Italian thing.
yes.
It's
My mom
definitely
is
an
like my
Italian
best friend. My father, he loves that I go out there and perform a lot and stuff. But it was always school first. And then I don't know what happened to society. It changed, and my brother and sister got away with not going to college.
Were you the oldest
Yeah,
one?
no, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
You told you
I
wore
got-
them down already. You're like,
Ugh.
12 or fuck
Yeah.
it.
I had to break them in. So
Right.
anything I did, I was like punished.
Right, right.
My brother and sister like,
I
see you later.
got the reverse. My brother's 11 years older than me.
Okay.
So he, by the time,
So they
smoking
broke,
pot,
yeah.
whatever time I got up, it was like, whatever. Yeah, go smoke pot, don't worry
He
about
broke-
it.
he
Yeah, he
broke
kind of
it
molded
into
it. Yeah, my
That's what I
sister
did.
and everything, so, yeah.
My brother and sister have good jobs, but
What are you laughing at? Yeah, I smoke pot. And? No, not now. Back when I was a kid. No.
That's after the
No,
show.
I was an officer. But when I was a kid, we don't smoke pot once.
That's for after the show.
That's for after the show. I've actually smoked pot after I'm done with the show.
Oh man.
No, I'm kidding.
Pass this around.
I'm kidding. So,
Kids try
I'm kidding, Dad. I'm
kids
only
try
kidding.
everything.
Krista's dad, I'm only
It's
kidding.
called experiment.
Say no to drugs.
I
So,
wasn't ever
school teaching. Tell us about that. How does that work?
I've been teaching for 5 years.
What grade?
I teach K1 and 2.
What does that mean?
Kindergarten,
Oh,
first and second grade.
kindergarten. Oh, wow, okay.
In the Bronx. It's
So you almost babysit. More so than teach, right?
Well, I teach phys ed and health.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Well,
it's
I taught first
screaming.
grade special ed for a couple years there, and then I wanted to get out of the classroom and try something else. And I had lost like almost 100 pounds.
Really? God bless you. That's awesome.
Don't try to picture me 100 pounds heavier. I did, and
I'm totally trying to do that right now. Even though I'm saying no, I'm totally trying to
blonde
picture.
like Calo.
No.
I
Really?
miss my blondies. I wanted to be like flaming blonde so bad.
Really?
Mm.
So how much? I mean, 100 pounds.
Yes, almost 100.
How did you lose 100 pounds?
Honestly, the only thing that
No, lie to
worked
me.
was Weight Watchers.
Really?
Yes.
You should be a spokesperson.
And an hour a day.
Isn't
of
her like
cardio.
Carrie spokeswoman for Will?
Jenny.
You got Jenny.
Yeah, I did that too. I've done them all. I've done any kind of crash. Weight Watchers did it for me.
You know what did it for me? I did a lot of cocaine and Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
Right away, I lost a lot of weight.
I'm like such a nerd. Because
No,
you
no,
see
I'm
the
kidding.
TV and
I'm
I
kidding.
could never put stuff up my
And
own.
one sensible breakfast though, like Cheerios and cocaine. For 3 days and then Cheerios again.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
like
I'm
sleep.
joking. Kidding. No, you don't need to sleep.
No.
You're supposed to look good.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Until
Krista's dad, I'm
now.
totally kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, I could never. I never try. I never.
No, me neither. Disgusting. I look down on that.
She's a school teacher.
She's what about? What about cocaine? She's a kindergarten
School
teacher.
teachers don't do drugs. They get with their
That's right.
classmates.
So now,
Except for me. Except
now-
for kindergarten kid.
now
I'm
are you performing on the road now?
Yeah. I perform all over Manhattan.
Okay, how do we tell these people out there?
I have a Facebook and a Twitter. Not
Okay,
like
well,
the
first
first
before-
sexy person you had on the show, stripping with no Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird, right? It's like a
Yeah. Promotion.
like a bull with tits. It's useless.
Oh my.
What? Not him. Not having a Facebook page is being an
Yeah.
actor, but
Listen, I
wait,
couple of
I'm
months.
losing myself here. Before we
I can't
get into your stuff,
Mm,
where can we see you perform?
Okay. The next show that I know of, but as like anything else, the music business is crazy. So
Okay.
I can get a phone call tomorrow and be like, you have to be here at 8 o'clock tonight.
But
And I'm going.
as far as you know.
July 25th, I'll be performing at in Central Park.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
That's
awesome.
So I don't have all of the information yet, but
Okay.
you can go on my Facebook.
Which is?
That is so nice.
It's facebook.com/Krista, Krista,
Okay.
777.
Okay.
That's my lucky number.
Okay.
And then, or you can find me on Twitter at Miss Chris Music,
Okay.
and it's MSKRISMUSIC. All one word.
All one word. That's
Yeah,
important.
no
isn't it?
MISS. Because like teacher, MS. No,
Right.
no periods. No
Have
colons.
Have you had any kids like look for you or know that you do this?
You know what? If they're so technologically savvy, they find me. And I've tried everything.
Really?
They find me, and then they come in, and I'm telling you, because I teach singing after school for the YMCA, and I coach cheerleading. They'll come in and memorize my song
Wow.
and sing it back to me. I have
That's
recordings
awesome.
of it. You know, I'm like,
That's
oh, I'm
pretty
going to
awesome,
use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud that that they admire
It's
me
like,
like
yeah,
that.
you inspire them.
That's why, hence, I put
You
this
inspire
on my
them.
arm, and they believe in me, and I feel like
And
if
that's
I
good for a teacher nowadays.
Yeah.
The teachers don't do that. That's
I
really
mean,
like,
I'm
What's that? Sing or?
no, like they don't know. Like a lot of teachers aren't really good now. Like they don't really care about their students or
No.
inspire them, or like
I'm at school till 6 o'clock.
yeah,
every
like
night.
you really care about
And
like.
I teach Saturday school to the kids who don't speak English, ESL.
El gato, baby.
I'm like, what? Okay,
That's
this
the only
is
word I know.
Spanish.
The cat.
The cat.
But
Yes.
before we let you go, can we maybe inspire you to maybe sing a couple of bars?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we pan back on her and have her stand up and do a little, or should we have her want to sit and stand or stand?
She can stay.
It's
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have you stand. I think you open up the pipes a little.
okay.
bit. Yeah.
Sure.
So good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Krista.
Okay, so this is an original. It's called Let Me Know, and it's basically all the stuff I write is basically about my life and my friends or family or something that people go through because you want to relate to people as an artist. And it's called Let Me Know because sometimes girls, they want to be with guys that don't want to have anything to do with them
We know
other
nothing
than
about
party and have fun, have a good
Nothing
time,
about that, I know what you're
relationship
talking
wise. So I'm asking this guy to let me know. Are we going to become something?
So this
or
is a personal experience has happened to you.
yes, this is.
Was it with the first guest or was it?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can't breathe, can hardly know where this will go. Only time will let me know. Look in your eyes, I'm hypnotized. I see each other in our lives. I need to know where this will go. Only time will let me know. I do a lot of pop and dance too.
Oh, we're getting back
I like
to
that.
pop and dance.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that was amazing.
check me out.
Yeah, we will. We
Yeah.
definitely will. You gonna hang out to the end of the show?
Yes, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it up for Krista. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Thank you.
With Steve Stanulis in the life with Steve Stanulis in the life with Steve Stanulis in the life with Steve Stanulis. He's not scandalous or frivolous. He's just fabulous. He's Steve Stanulis. Krista. You know?
She's got a pretty good voice, huh?
Yeah, she's pretty and pretty voice.
I didn't expect that voice to come out.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I knew it was gonna be good, but I'm just saying.
I was feeling the vibe, you know, like, cause I'm an 80s baby too, so I love Mariah Carey.
I'm a 70s baby, that's pretty
And
creepy.
well, I'm doing all that, so I felt the Mariah Carey vibe from her.
I'm more of like an ABBA baby.
Yeah, an ABBA.
ABBA, Donna Summer,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Wings, right? Kiss,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm an 80s baby.
You know what Kiss is?
No, I don't Kiss it.
You know who Gene Simmons is?
Of course, I know who they are, but I'm just saying no sarcastically.
What do you listen to? What kind of music anyway?
I like everything.
What do you like?
Hip hop, pop.
I'm so not a hip hop guy. I'm gangster.
I love freestyle. I'm Italian,
I'm
so I
actually
love freestyle. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, I'm not really a hip hop guy, but
Not.
no. I go as far as LL Cool J and I lost it.
I don't know. You cannot not like it. You know, it's like they have good beats.
Yeah.
You know, you get the party pumping.
No, I mean some stuff's good. I just can't really get to the hardcore
You know,
stuff.
get some coke and Adderall, and you know,
A little blow,
some liquor.
What's
Before
cool
you
D?
know it, you're in the VIP room. You don't know what to do.
You don't know what's happening. Hands are going everywhere. Anyway,
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
with that being
let's
said, we're going to bring out our next guest. He's
Let's
the
go.
CEO of Thrill Seekers.
go. Yes.
Let's get up for David Coello. Good to see you. How's everything? Good. What's happening?
So many things.
So many things.
So
That's
many
what we
things.
like to hear. It makes my job easier. You know? So, real quick, before we start, tell everybody exactly what Thrill Seekers is.
Okay, actually, and what Thrill Seekers is.
And I'm sorry, and why
Yeah,
Thrill
no
Seekers?
problem. It's an organization which we do anything from skydiving all the way down to whitewater rafting, rappelling, right? And what we do, we actually try to join people together with common interests. At the same time, what we want to do is like, what we want to do, what we're actually doing, we interact with nonprofit organizations. So we can actually get awareness, at the same time collect money for them, right?
Okay.
By doing some kind of extreme sport or, some extreme activities.
Okay.
And so far we've done everything. I mean, I think I've done everything on my bucket list at least
I was
twice
just
or three
saying,
times.
it's like a
Do
bucket
you have
list,
a
basically.
bucket list?
Well, I think it's done already.
Really?
I've done.
What's the craziest thing you've done?
The craziest thing I've done is 3 weeks ago. Right, we rode myself and my partner Vasil Baczynski. We rode.
Was he Italian? Vasil
He's Russian.
Baczynski?
No, he's Russian. Right,
Yeah, I'm kidding.
great guy, 20 years old. He's also one of my best friends.
Uh-huh.
Right, and we rode our bicycles from New York to Chicago. Right, it took us about 9 days.
Really?
You know,
Yes.
I'm gonna Forrest Gump move.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but we trained for about 3 months. So one of the things that happened was actually on day 2, right? We were going down a hill in Pennsylvania. It was pouring raining outside, and we're doing about 50 to 60 miles an hour. Coming down the hill. It was
Oh my
literally like this,
God.
right? His front tire slipped, and he rolled over, right, doing 60 miles an hour,
Mm.
and he hit the rail.
Holy cow.
Right. If it wasn't for the helmet, he would have been dead right there. Right. When I picked him up, he was actually having a seizure. Right. And then, I rolled him over. When I rolled him
Wow.
over, his face was full of blood, his arms, his legs, everything.
What'd you do?
Right.
Just throw some dirt on it? and tell him
Took
to
off
get
my
back
shirt.
up?
I actually took off my shirt, just put it on top of his head, and I was contained in the wound.
Oh, was that bad?
It was bad. He actually
Holy cow.
fractured his skull.
I'm making a
right?
joke out of it too. I thought it was-
No, he's doing great. He's probably watching the show.
So he didn't make the whole thing then?
Right? No, he didn't make it. He actually did only, I think, 170 miles out of it, right? And then when we took him to the hospital, they actually told us if he didn't make it through that night, he was going to die, right? And I don't know how. Next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, he woke up, right? It was
Thank
a
God.
little hard, right? But I think it also has to do a lot, like, working out and then staying in shape. He does a lot of martial arts, and I do too, right? And then we were training for about 3 months, right? So his body was in good condition,
Yes.
right? The doctors told us if it would have been anybody else, like let's say somebody else other than us, we would have never made it.
Wow.
Because your body just can't take such a damage or such a hurt.
I'm sure.
That's a heavy impact.
Yeah, it was. So then after that, my son actually, my oldest son, 19, he's Edwin, right? Him and his friend TJ, right, went to the hospital in Pennsylvania and picked me up from there. So we started the ride. Every 25 miles they'll get in front of me and they'll follow me all the way through. Right, it took us about 8 more days. By the time I finished,
You don't go continuously.
no, I would stop. Like let's say I would stop every few hours, right? Take a break for a couple
Sleep?
hours. Yeah, go to hotels, and I was doing about 110, 120 miles a day.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you. Once I used to go to sleep, I was pedaling my
Like
sleep.
flex.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
You know,
crazy.
I was taking about almost 7,000 calories a day, at least 7,000 calories a day, and I was still losing weight, right? So I was picking out Chinese food, Burger King, McDonald's, anything I get my hands on, on top of that, like sugar stuff, like
Yeah.
even Twinkies or whatever. I don't know if they still have Twinkies anymore.
Sure.
Because I used to grow up
I
in
just
the
had
80s.
some.
And I was still losing weight, dropping weight like that.
That is insane.
And
Do you know about Adderall and cocaine and weight?
I don't do anything with that. I never did it. I used to grow up in Staten Island. I actually went to Tauntville.
Okay, yeah. I went to Newdale.
I
So we
used
were
to go
kind of
to
a rival
high
high school.
Yes. Well, it's funny. Like I went to Tauntville, but I used to go to night school every semester because I cut out so much.
Yeah, me
and
too.
in the 80s, that's what we did. We just hung out, have fun. And I used to.
When did you graduate?
87.
Alright, so you're 2 years older than me.
Oh, really? You're 40.
I graduated
You're
89.
42.
Yeah, I started.
Wow, that's pretty well. It's pretty good though. It still stays
You know, it stays. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, we almost. Did you play sports at all?
Well, I did, but not for high
We're
school.
having a man
I
moment.
played in the street.
I
Of Al Bundy
It
moment.
was an island moment because
Yes.
it's Staten Island.
Yes.
So everything I
Because
just seen
for you people that don't know, Newdale and Tauntville were like,
Yes, right.
rivals.
all the way. Yeah.
So I mean, you knew Tom Heavey and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like-
nice. And we used to literally like when you were saying about the Guidos, back then we had Guidos, we had
rockers.
rockers.
They had the breakfast
That's right.
club.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was a
And you were
rocker.
either a rocker
Yes.
or a Guido.
And then if you were a rocker, you were either a rocker or a metalhead.
Right. And there was like three different right.
Yes.
You had like the rockers,
Right.
Yes.
who like the real like grungy guy, and then you had like the pretty boy, like the '80s, like
long hair,
the
leather
Cinderella
jackets.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Right. Oh, you were a rocker.
Yeah, I was a rocker.
And then you had guys like me, like
long hair. That's
no,
what
the
I
short
got.
hair. I was a
Really?
Guido.
Oh, you were a Guido.
Yeah, I was a Guido, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
singing
Roll
"Making
pants.
It." Come on.
You wear little outfits and
Going to the
everything.
caves.
The cave, yes.
Remember that back then?
Yes.
Right, I actually grew up with
Safari South.
Safari South, yeah, which then became strip bar, and I was a Russian restaurant.
Scarlet's.
Scarlet's, that's right, remember?
That's right.
South Beach, they had the Sukis, they had all those things like this.
I used to go to Scarlet's after like college.
Yes.
Because they give like free lunch while you watch the strippers. It was awesome. I was like 19. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then you would go
I had
to
a Scarlet's
Sharky's.
jacket.
Really?
Yes, I won it. I won like some raffle one night. I was so proud.
Probably collected dynamite.
It's I shouldn't. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I it's somewhere.
And you were talking about the parachute pants? I remember thinking about the parachute pants. It was, you had to have one. You know,
I had
going like
parachute
that.
pants, sham shirts,
The
cardigans,
windbreakers.
the whole TKA. Remember TKA?
Yes.
That whole look.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have leather jackets. So, I had blue, green, red, and white leather jackets. So you go out there and you wear bandanas.
Yeah. Did you have like the background, like the blue dungaree jacket,
Yes.
like the cover album cover painted?
Well, I was in like the rockers were more like they were more like the potheads. I was not a pothead. I never smoked pot. I never did anything like that. I drink once in a while, but I'm totally.
Did you
against
hang out
drugs.
at Midland Beach?
You know what? I was too busy trying to pick up girls. I didn't really care about that. I was more like trying to look pretty. I played guitar.
Who
by
did you
myself.
like? What bands did you like?
Scorpions, Dokken, Van Halen. Well, Van Halen, that's
Did you like Poison?
Poison, love Poison. Motley Crue, Rat.
I'm going to see Poison and Kiss.
Oh,
No, Kiss is playing on Motley Crue this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to see Iron Maiden. I never got a chance to see
Who?
Iron Maiden.
Oh, I made it. I don't like Iron Maiden.
Really? I like that. Queen Swag.
Over that whole A thing.
It's funny. Like
Guys, let's get over this already.
Yeah, all right. Let's move.
I don't.
Let's move into the
bored of
2000s. Let's
it,
move
yeah.
into the 2000s.
All right. So I think that's the craziest thing I've done. Right. So far, we.
How did you start to singers?
Okay. Actually, I've been in the military. I don't know for about 11 years. Right. I went back in the military after September 11. Right. Originally, when I went in the military, I was 17. I hated it. I thought it was something that I couldn't conform with uniforms and everything else. I wanted to move on, or friends, but I couldn't get into it. Right, so what I did, once I got out of it, I thought I would never get back. Right, the moment September 11 happened, I was knocking on the recruiter's door saying, can I get back in? Just to help out. Right, then I was in research for about a few more years until last year. Right, but I do computers in the daytime. I'm actually Microsoft partner and also Microsoft developer. Right, but I hate computers. I'm up to the point that I don't want to see a computer when I take it home. Yeah, it's not, exactly, it's not fun at all. But what I do now is it's really cool. I mean, I get the chance to actually teach somebody like yourself how to go in the woods and survive.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I think you should take her to the woods. I think Eddie, you should film this. We should go take a weekend. Let them in the woods. No, nothing. Nothing bad.
Serious.
We'll give you like a plastic fork
Thanks.
and see what happens.
Plastic fork.
What do you think? So plastic fork and a toothpick,
And gummy bears.
and just see what, and just go, and we'll just see what happens.
And just go.
A weekend.
And a
Yeah,
pair of
I
tight
can't
shorts.
even see
A pair of
it.
tight shorts and a
I'm
tank
I'm
top.
afraid of the dark. You
Like
imagine
a
me in
leopard
the woods.
bikini outfit. So you can be like a huntress.
And high heels.
Honey all
High
over.
heels.
Honey,
And
and a
mosquitoes
fork
everywhere.
and a toothpick, and let's see what happens.
Honey.
Yeah.
A little honey.
I
Don't
know
follow
what's
you
happening to
everywhere.
me.
No, I
I
think,
get eaten alive.
Well, no, we have to see if you survive.
yeah, you'll survive them. I'm telling you, it's incredible. What a person could actually adapt to.
Overcome with a plastic fork.
Well, I don't know about a plastic fork, but
No, I don't know where
you
I
can
got
do
that
so
from.
I mean,
much.
I'm willing to do it. Let's do it.
Let's shoot this thing.
Well,
Let's
if
make
you wanna
Let's
this
shoot
happen.
it. Let's shoot
Yeah,
the
let's do
damn
it.
thing.
We'll see how
I had
much
a
you
pink
ask.
tent. I was living there with a pink tent, and I could blast some freestyle music.
No
That's
freestyle.
why
I'm not doing it.
You know what I mean?
Or Iron Maiden.
Yeah, that's right. Feel better.
So again, so you started, so you were in the army, you were back.
And I went back, and then after that, on the weekends, I moved to San Diego, right? At the time I was married, I just went through a divorce about a year and a half ago.
Right.
But what I wanted to do is actually help out people. In the military, it seems like, I love the military, I got nothing against it, right? I think the people that are actually fighting for us, they're the best.
Right.
They really give up their whole lives just to
We
get
love
a
the
piece,
military,
you
yeah.
know? And then, the thing is, like, I wanted to help out more. I wanted to do something else, right? So about 4 years ago, I started doing weekend things with something called meetups, right? So I would set up a meetup for people to come in, hang out with us, right? And I would teach them how to do certain things, right? So it was little things like, play football or let's say play basketball and then learn how to survive in the woods, right? And it just became more and more, right? And when we moved back to New York about 2 years ago, I started going a little more full steam ahead, right? So we started doing like defense against knife attacks, MMA moves,
Right.
and bring people in it, especially women, teach them how to survive.
So basically, it's like YMCA and like Match.com, like all mixed together.
That's
and,
right,
like,
that's
like
right,
everybody
yeah.
just come and meet up and like I'll teach you a bunch of
Yeah,
things.
you learn this stuff, right? And then along the way, what we did is like I met my partner about a year and a half ago, right? But still, and then we just hooked up right there. He wanted the same things I did, so it was pretty, I guess, cool, to connect somebody like that, right? And then what we started doing, any events that we made, we would actually collecting money, right, for nonprofit organizations. Because a lot of times people, like for cancer or anything like that, they don't really get into it. But unless you hit them right in the face, like let's say if we're repelling out of a building, these people are gonna say, wow, these guys are doing something wrong.
Right.
Why are they doing it? And they find out why, right? Some of the things that we're also doing is we're doing a paranormal investigation in New York City, one of the hottest hotels right now.
Yes.
So
Well, actually, I think we should do a show there while you do it.
Well,
Right.
actually, we're gonna do live. We're gonna
Ready
do-
Ghost Hunters Day. Why don't we do that?
If you guys want to come down,
You're
you
gonna
guys
be a
welcome.
techie.
I am so.
What do you think?
I wanted
Ghost
to. I
hunters?
wanted to
Yeah,
volunteer
let's
for
do it.
that anyway.
Let's shoot-
I'm-
no, we'll
I'm
shoot
so
the radio
excited
show.
I'll wear my
about
Ghostbusters suit.
that paranormal
You
stuff.
guys want
I
to do
like
it?
No, we should do it. We should shoot it live.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
You
I
guys
said
want-
yeah. What did I say? No.
Actually, tomorrow we're finalizing.
Well, I mean, tomorrow might be tough.
No, tomorrow we're actually getting the location. We're getting.
All right, because we're hunting the Loch Ness Monster. So we can't,
We can't do that.
But-
And Bigfoot
And then
next week.
we have Sasquatch.
Yeah. Next week.
So we
You gotta
It's gonna be in 2 weeks, right?
Okay.
After
So-
that, if you guys want to come down, we're
Is that the Martian night?
Was it? No.
No.
That's
No,
the
seriously,
week
we're
after.
gonna
That's
do
the week
that.
You guys
after.
want to come down? You guys will.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I'm psyched.
I gotta get my
Also,
Ghostbusters
Can we
suit
know the
together.
location of the hotel?
No.
Not
I
yet,
can't
right?
say.
We can't
disclose that right
Yeah, I
now.
can't
Okay.
disclose that
No,
until
we're
tomorrow.
gonna talk about that.
Okay. And also the other thing is like on July 21st, we're doing the Rebel Race, 3.5 miles, obstacle course, military obstacle course.
In the mud.
In the mud.
No one's gonna do that.
So if you want to come down, with us,
I have my
welcome to
girl
it.
talk to. Maybe we could do
See, if
something.
he kids.
No, I'm just saying.
I draw the line at mud.
We draw the line of mud, but yeah. So
Unless
so
it's mud wrestling.
I definitely
got
want to talk
rocket
about
there.
that. The ghost
But
hunting.
yeah, it's big. I mean, people are following us left and right.
Yeah, no, I'm psyched. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
We're gonna bring 50,000 people with us. But before we go,
Yes.
real quick, I just want to tell everybody how we can find you.
You guys could go to nythrillsecrets.com or NewYorkThrillSecrets.com. You could also go to Facebook.com/NYThrillSecrets,
Mhm.
right? Or you could just look me up at Facebook.com Coello 69. And 69 doesn't mean anything dirty, just the year I was born.
All right.
Everybody was thinking, wow, you know what it means?
Mine went right there too, dude.
Okay.
She went right there. All right, cool. Well, once again, we'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. You hang out with us a couple minutes?
Yeah, I will.
All right,
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Back with In Life with Steve Stanulis, Raquel. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hello?
Daniel Balin. I'm a reporter.
Reporter for who?
New York Times.
People hate Jews, do you agree? The very word makes their skin crawl. They undermine traditional life, and they deracinate society. You can take the greatest Jewish minds ever. Marx, Freud, Einstein, what have they given us? Communism, infantile sexuality, and the atom bomb.
Danny, this is great. But how can you believe all of this when you're a Jew yourself?
You're not like the others, are you?
Alvinu Mokeinu Chatanu Lefenecha.
I want you to teach it to me.
Why?
Not your enemy.
You want to know the real reason why we hate them? Because they exist. We have all the reasons we need in 3 simple letters. J-E-W. Jew. You say it 1,000,000 times, it's the only word that never loses its meaning.
How can you wear that thing? Do you know what it means to your people?
They're not my people. Hit me! Hit me! Hit me, please!
Are you out of your mind?
You really want to kill Jews? You want to kill me?
We're the chosen people. Isn't that right, Daniel?
Welcome back into the life of Steve Stanulis. So we're having a great show.
We're having an awesome show.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
That was actually pretty good. We had thrill seekers, we got strip, guys from strip,
Yeah.
the play,
You and
we
we
have
had
singers,
Mike, so
we
that's
have, yeah, we have a lot of stuff happening. But we're going to keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Now, for all you ladies and gentlemen watching out in the crowd right now, out in TV land, computer land, you just watched a trailer for The Believers. And we have our director right now and producer, the one, the only, Mr. Frank Calo. Let's head up for Mr. Frank Calo. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good. How's everything?
Thank you.
What's going on?
Good.
So we just see the trailer.
Oh, great.
No, I didn't see the trailer, but the world's seen the trailer, and good things.
Oh yeah,
I hear.
yeah. That was Ryan Gosling's big break.
That was?
Yeah, that was his big break. That's the one that launched him. And
Yes.
We won Sundance with that. Got nominated for an Oscar for that, and I was the producer on that. And Henry Bean was the director on that one. And Henry Bean's a great director. He wrote Basic Instinct 2. He wrote Internal Affairs, and I think he wrote That's What Secret Susan as well.
That was one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, he was a wonderful writer, and then that was his directorial debut on that, and it was a beautiful piece.
And that was with Madonna.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I was gonna
And Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta.
That's right. He was in that. I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
Why do I keep going back? Why is the theme of the show the 80s? We're going right back to 1985.
And guys taking their shirts off. What's up with
You
this?
walk in here, you're like, what the fuck is
Everyone's
going
taking
on?
their shirts off in here.
You're walking in, there's guys taking
I
shirts
come
off.
with a suit and everybody's taking their
Everybody's taking their shirts off. I'm wearing a Magic Mike t-shirt. What's happening?
Super night, 80s night.
It was looking 80s, Iron Maiden, we talked about everything today.
Yeah, I know this girl too. I know her a really good friend of mine, JT. He's one of my casting directors, and great guy, wonderful guy.
JT helps me out a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of our great guests come from JT.
He has a lot of heart, and he worked with. I did another film called The Cookout with Queen Latifah and Danny Glover, and he helped me cast it. I was in a spot where and this was a big union job. This was a big budget Lionsgate picture, and all of a sudden it was the day of, and somehow I show up on set and
You need like a
actors didn't show up. Something happened where they got on the wrong bus or whatever. I said, and everybody's going crazy. I said, you know what? Let me call JT. And I called JT up. I swear, this is a true story.
No, I believe it.
Within 2 hours, I had 100 people film that club.
I believe it.
And all specific.
So I was like,
everything I needed.
people,
I needed
it
it was like different types, different clubs.
Yeah.
And they were all there. We paid them, and ever since then, I always been helping him out.
No,
he helps me out too. So it's
no, it's right. Give or take, absolutely.
And he was trying hard to work with me for a long time, and finally that happened, and then we were working together. I met her. I'm meeting you and a lot of other people too.
Yeah, no, Jay, literally,
he's out there.
He's
Yeah.
you know, everybody knows who Jay is.
Yeah.
He does a great job, and a lot of, he gets me a lot of guests.
Yeah.
So he does a great job. So
Thank
shout
you.
out to JT.
Yeah, JT.
So let's take it back. How old were you when you got into the business?
I've been in the business all my life. My mother and father were pretty well-known officers.
Okay.
And so I've been but they were performers, and I never wanted to be a performer. I've always wanted to be a director and producer. I have 5 sisters too, and I was the only one who stayed in the business. And we traveled all over. I came to the United States when I was about 7 years old.
Where were you from originally?
I was born in Palermo, Italy, but I was raised in Spain.
Okay.
My father's from Spain, and my mother's from Italy. And I came to the United States when I was 7, but I traveled with them all the time. And I just loved the stage. I just loved being behind stage. And then, I worked in the theater. I did the original. I was one of the social producers of the original Broadway show called 9.
Sure.
And I was a young kid. They took me under my wing. And then from there, that show was such a big hit that I took that money and went to NYU Film School.
Oh wow.
And I never came back. I never came back to theater.
Right.
But I'm going to become because there's a play I want to do, and I've been just doing film. And I started off once I got out of NYU. I got lucky. Started off in horror films, and just worked my way up as much as I could. And Eddie talked about Ghostbusters. I was the second AD on Ghostbusters.
Oh, really?
Two. I second Ghostbusters 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both great movies.
I still have the original Ghostbuster jacket. It has my crew jacket.
You think I could borrow that when I did the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely.
crazy.
Definitely. It has the slime thing in the back.
Oh.
And it has my name on it. It's the crew jacket.
I totally
awesome.
borrowed that for the
definitely.
Don't try to steal my jacket, Steve.
He already paid them on it.
Dibs, guy.
But just working way up, and working hard and keeping focus, and then producing, directing.
What do you, in a perfect world, do you prefer producing or directing?
Right now, I've been directing. I used to work for the studios a lot. I used to work for New Line and Lionsgate, and I kind of broke away from that because it's that corporate filmmaking. You just got to say to it. You get to a point where you say, okay, I'm sick and tired of working so hard with the artists. And then some idiot comes from the studio, comes in, and once it's a good show, puts their name on it, and they really have nothing to do with it. So I finally got tired of it. I said, you know what? It's time for me to break away. They don't even want to argue about it. And it was a good show. It was called Now and Then, Then More. We worked so hard on that.
Now and Then? Yeah. I love Now and Then.
And it was a success, and then people came in.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, that was about the Treehouse.
Yeah.
Was Christy?
Even what's her name? The talk show host.
Oh,
Ricky Lake?
Rosanna.
Ricky Lake?
Tom
No.
Rosanna O'Donnell. What's her name?
Rosanna O'Donnell.
Yeah. Rosie O'Donnell.
I had a 50-50 shot that I blew it. I said Ricky Lake.
Are you close? Same hair.
That was Hairspray.
Was she in Hairspray?
Yeah, she was a big fat.
The new one?
No, the old one.
Oh, the old one.
She was a big fat one.
Oh, really?
The star, yeah. Ricky
Oh,
Lake.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
So in a perfect world, you prefer.
I'm writing now. But that's what I'm working on now. I'm doing a film now this summer. We just closed the financing. And it's 5 years in the works. This piece is 5 years, almost 6 years, and it's going to start Dakota Fanning, and it stars Fran Faison, and it stars Jake Krakowski from Philly Rock.
What happened to Steve Stanulis?
And Steve Stanulis.
What happened there? What happened?
We're going to work that in.
You're the pizza boy.
You give me these pants, and we work that in.
I have to point off right now.
Yo, Steve, you're the pizza boy.
Yeah, I got a producer that yells off camera every 2 minutes.
Eddie with us too, man. We're taking no crew.
I'm the pizza boy. The respect I get on my own show. So now, again, because I produce a lot of independent films, and I'm in the midst of doing another one, it sucks, as you know, especially if you're producing, and because it's so hard to get money, and then you meet with so many people that are bullshit.
Oh, totally.
And
that's the hardest thing.
That's the hardest thing.
Keeping
it real, and now you waste so much time with people that waste your time for no reason.
Yeah, and for some reason, I don't understand why they do
Why?
that. Why do they do that? I mean, I really think it's because they're in a club, they're in with some people,
I guess they want to impress the chick,
they want to impress the girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do that, and you can always tell. But my theory on that is, okay, I'm not going to underestimate you.
No, you have to take every meeting.
Take your lead, and then push it to the table as fast as they can, and then find out where the bullshit is. And you're right. You're 100% right. 9 times out of 10, it's bullshit.
I had a guy, believe it or not, for my last film, send me a fake wire confirmation. He went as far as to send a waiver.
Wow.
For no reason. I mean, at what point, if you're not sending the money out,
Wow, that's bad.
And he came out of his way to say he was doing it. It's not even like I was going after him. Like, oh, the wire's coming, and I'm like, great.
Wait, so you can do that? You can send out a fake?
No, you just make a fake, right.
No,
that's crazy.
But us as filmmakers, we're going, okay, let's
So now I'm getting a casting director, I got Judy Henderson,
yeah, and that falls through.
Now you was the idiot, and people already, because you've done stuff, so they trust you, respect you.
I have a crazy story like that. With this film now, Johnny Postal, was about a year and a half ago, I was dealing with this guy. And he called me up, he says, Frank, I got this a great lead. And I trust this guy. I trust him. He was a good guy. And he called me up, he takes me to this, and by phone I'm talking to this guy in Texas or something like that. So he's talking about the sheet, I love the script, I want this, I think it's great, we're gonna get you the money, this and that. And I said, okay, I turned to my friend, I said, is it real? I'm trusting you. He goes, trust me on this. This guy has money, he wants to go. I said, okay. So we're going down the wire. I mean, I'm talking about 2 months of negotiating contracts, getting this out together.
Like it's a real deal.
We opened the bank account, we got everything ready to go.
LLC.
And my co-producer's in the car, and he's going like, should we pop the champagne? I said, no, not until it's in the bank. Not in the bank. And then all of a sudden I said, and the guy gets up, and then the next morning after that, I get a call from this lady. This lady calls me up and says, hi, is this Frank Calo? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, I'm so-and-so, and I'm so-and-so's daughter, the guy's daughter who's promised.
Don't tell me he's dead or something.
No, promised all the money. And I'm going like, oh yeah? And she goes, yeah, did he talk to you about making a film? I said, yeah, he's supposed to be financing. She goes, well, he's actually in a mental institution. He's making calls from the clinic. He's making calls from the clinics. And we're going to go, oh my God. I said, are you kidding me?
That's moving within
And I wasn't the only one. He did that.
That's like a whole finger moment.
That's like a Three Stooges kid, you know, when the guy comes out and goes, choo choo, choo choo. And actually, that's a true story. And then I just looked at my partner and went, oh God. We just laughed at it.
Yeah.
We just had to laugh at it. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, and I said, the guy I met, right? I sat with him, he's like, I started making the pitch, he's like, yeah, me, hello, I'm in. I'm like, all right, great, you know. Again, he wasn't gay, so he didn't want to fuck me. I wasn't introducing him to my contacts. He wasn't asking me for money, like embezzling funds, so he had no reason to lie. And I wasn't even like, dude, if you get it, great, if not, no.
Yeah, you have to take the lead, yeah.
And he's still, 7 months I wasted. But anyway, that's why we're here and we laugh and we learn. That's the biggest thing.
But that's the hardest thing. You just gotta, you know, and that's where you separate the men from the boys in that.
Right.
You know, the women from the girls.
If it was easy, everybody's making movies.
Everybody wants to do it, you know.
Right, but nobody, right.
That's what makes you, you know, it makes it toughens you up, and you have to, you know, you learn from it. You learn
so real quick, what is the premise of the new Decade?
It's called Johnny Coello. It's about a young boy who's afraid to get into the world, and he has his mentor Soapbox. We call him Soapbox, and he's this big 400-pound revolutionary guy from the '60s, like Frankie Faison from the Wires.
Right, sure.
And then he dies, and the boy's kind of forced into the world, but he still can't let go of the man. So he brings him back he relives him, and the guy always wanted to join the post office. And of course, because he was a revolutionary, Black Panther, he never got in. And plus, he was 400 pounds. So he comes back into this kid's mind. So he's talking to him all the time. And then he actually joins the post office. And on that route, he meets all these characters. So with Dakota Fanning, his character, her name's Holly Golightly in the story. And whenever she's a foster home kid, runaway, and she has a problem. Every time she can't deal with the problem, she turns into like Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and then she can, you know, deal with it.
Right.
Well, they get together. She's having a hard time in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Is where we're going to shoot it, and she's having a hard time. And then she's just about to step into prostitution. And he's the mailman. He comes and they meet.
So
and
he's
talk,
like
and they kind of save each other.
Oh,
It's a great story.
They got like split personalities in a way.
No, not split. It's just that the movie's about in subtext of it. The movie's about letting go. How to let go, and then also the subtext is more like how do you keep that memory alive of that person that you really passed on.
Sure.
Your father, your brother, sister, whatever.
Awesome.
How do we really keep that?
And when are you shooting it?
August, September this year.
Great. Awesome. Awesome. So let's tell everybody how we can find you, how we can get some information on the movie. And
It's fmcfilms.com.
Okay.
That's the website, and that's basically it. Facebook is my name, and that's basically it.
Sure. Awesome. That was easy. It was the easiest Facebook Twitter thing we've had.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
We're gonna bring you back.
Yeah, I heard somebody talk about it, but I just haven't figured it out yet.
It's just to know when you're eating.
I love texting.
And to let us know
Right,
when
I
you eat,
am right now
when you take
talking
a
on
shower,
Steve
and
Stanulis.
if you go to the bathroom, you let it feel like your fans know.
I know, I was like, why?
I am pinching a loaf right
I'm
now.
out of toilet paper. Can anybody
Right.
do something?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't wipe my ass, but it might be a little messy.
Yeah, listen, I'm coming
I'll
over.
let you know.
Yeah.
So, no, but you gonna hang out with me to the end of the show?
Yes.
All right, so we'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. We're in live with Steve Stanulis. We got Raquel. We're gonna bring back all our guests in 2 minutes.
Thank you.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. 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 He's not scandalous or frivolous. He's just fabulous. He's Steve Stanulis.
Once again, it was a great show tonight on live with Steve Stanulis. We'll be back next Thursday. I want to thank all my guests, and one more time,